On the shoulder here, very likely the attack is, high probability of this. If you're here, probability of this, here, coming up. So what the dirty dozen utilizes is kind of like the sticks are starting from a different origin, but throwing an unlikely angle of attack, right? And it's a good thing to kind of like practice on your own, because when you start sparring, these angles, they trick your opponent. Okay, so again, the first one, we're going to do it in the air just for a little bit, then we're going to start working with partners. So we're going to start off in the cross-side load cross low load like this, right? So not this, but we cross like this. Yeah, I know, they were there last week, the DeLorean, right? So we're here, right? We're on the cross load here. So what's happening here is, because we're on this side here, the first attack that we're going to throw is an angle of a number one, an angle of our number one on the left side, angle on the right side. But we're starting it from this origin. So the way it's going to work is, while we're at this loaded position here, what's going to happen is we're going to open up, kind of like you're unsheathing the weapon here, by blading off your body sideways, your opponent's in front of you. This is where you're going to first land this. From here, you're going to throw a delayed number one attack, and as this number one attack comes, my left side starts rising up the same motion, and then it's a repetitory move. One. So as my number one angle comes, this one sheets to throw my left number one, and my number two will come out. So it's number one angles on both sides. Open the chest, and then you square up. Open the chest, and you square up, right? So now the tip of the weapon, what you want to avoid is doing something where you go around the head and you throw that number one. What you want to do is kind of like leave it forward in front of your face here. You gain distance by doing this motion here, but it's also that the delay of the tip of the weapon from landing forward, that's what throws people off. They usually react to the throwing of the position, where you throw your shoulders forward and then the stick comes afterwards here. It's a very good high percentage hit here. Okay, so when one lands, the other one unsheaths. What I'm doing with my legs, right, similar to what you were doing just before, you're working on the outside line of the attack. If my number one is coming here, I'm going to be putting my weight on the outside of that hit, outside of the hit, outside hit. Try that out slowly. Remember, number one angle is that one, opposite on your left, same angle. Go ahead.